because, as I said, like I'm not very well experienced. I'm not very experienced when it comes to comics. Um, of course, I grew up as much as anyone. Like, of course, Tintin and Lucky Luke and Donald Duck and uh, but nowhere near. Like, I have friends, who've been collecting comic books for all their life, like really, really going deep into all the Marvels and all these DC, all that whole realm. I'm not that. I watched the films, but never really read the comics. Um, so I think I was a little bit more cinematic in my approach, and what I was keen on, which is I guess that's a more of a cinematic approach, is that I wanted there to be a since the story takes place in the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s. So the current con current moment, like the now in the comic, is early 70s. Um, so everything that you know about Sister Imperator from Right Here, Right Now, and that is 50 years later.
I
The
really liked
comic,
how I really liked how in the first issue it very much felt like the style and look and art made them look like your typical 50s, almost Lucille Ball looking image for a woman. And and then it kind of progressed within the art to the
yes,
60s. And I thought that was just brilliant.
that was the point, because had it been a film I made, I would have wanted there to be, and this is something that I guess from my end was one of my ad hoc sort of elements, me not really being in the know of exactly how you do things, where it might have been a great thing, because I said, I would really love for there to be a clear visual representation that says, now we're back in time. Now we're not. Now we're back in the present, and the present is obviously 1970s.
If in your mind you ever saw it as that, because that duet really hit to me as a Phantom of the Opera song.
Right. At the time, no, I wasn't thinking about that. Um, but yeah, yeah, I mean, as a big fan of that show, of course, it's like a dream. That's my dream role. I mean, I'm not. I've never been like, oh, I want to be a musical artist at all. But if I were to wish for one role on the planet, it would be that,
Oh
the
man,
Phantom.
I
Yeah.
would, I would love to hear your take on Andrew Lloyd Webber's Phantom of the Opera, the song Phantom of the Opera. That would, because the original was not even the one Michael Crawford did, but prior that was recorded and they did the music video for was super rock, even more so. So I would love to hear that.